Hello, fourth graders. Let's look at lesson 6.2 today. Today we are going to figure out a missing side of a rectangle when we know the area. But let's get to that. We'll get to that in a moment. Here's a little poem that is kind of the thinking that we're going to do today. It's by Shel Silverstein. Something missing. Ready? I remember I put on my socks. I remember I put on my shoes. I remember I put on my tie that was painted in beautiful purples and blues. I remember I put on my coat to look perfectly grand at the dance. Yet I feel there is something I may have forgot. What is it? What is it? Do you know what it is? Yeah, what rhymes with dance? Pants. Poor guy forgot his pants. We're going to know the whole here, but there's going to be something missing. Okay, so here's our first math message problem, and I want you to think about how you could solve this, right? How you solve it is just as important as the answer. A rectangular garden has an area is the inside, area of 450 square feet. One side is 9 feet long. How long is the other side? All right, spend a moment thinking and tell me, how could you solve this problem? All right, a couple different ways, right? Remember what we talked about yesterday with those extended division facts? Let's look at that, right? We know the area is 450 because remember, right? The length times the width equals the area of a rectangle. And I would actually draw this garden if I were doing this, which I am. And I would make this side 9 and the area is 450, right? What we don't know is this side here. We don't know that side. So you know area, right? 9 times something equals 450. Can you write that as a division problem? I bet you can, right? 450 divided by, right? That slash is divided by 9 equals something. Remember, when you're writing division, unless you're talking about fractions, division is going to be written with the biggest number at the start. All right, what goes in? What makes these true? 50, right? 50. 9 times 50 equals 450. Then cross off that 0, and there it is, right? So you got to make sure your zeros balance, right? So you could use a picture like we talked about. Here are the equations that we were talking about, the division and the multiplication. Okay, when you have a missing side, you can think about it either way. Either way. Right, today we're going to know the area of the rectangular figure, and we're going to know the measurement of one side, but your goal is to be able to find the length of the other side. And a lot of times there will be a letter there that stands for what is unknown. There it is. I will find missing side lengths. Okay, and we're working on some real world problems that have to do with area today. All right, let's check to make sure we know about rectangles. What do you know about area of rectangles? You can talk about something we talked about in the video or way back in, what was that, August, when we were studying area and rectangles the first time. What do you remember? All right, all sorts of things. Area is the inside. Area equals length times width. Area is a measurement of space of square units, right? Square feet or square yards or square anything, right? You could even talk about rectangles are quadrilaterals. They have 4 sides, lengths and widths. So many things that we know about rectangles. Here's some more, right? We said that one. Opposite sides of a rectangle have equal lengths. Oh, I didn't say that, right? This side is equal to this side. Square units, yep, we said that. Perimeter, well, we weren't really asked about perimeter, but perimeter is the distance around a shape. Don't get those mixed up, right? Perimeter, 4 syllables, perimeter, and 4 sides. Perimeter, that's how you add up all 4 sides. for perimeter, which we're not really dealing with today. All right, I am going to get us to this rectangle here. This says, how can we write an equation with an unknown that will help us to identify what we know and what we still need to find out? So if you're thinking this looks kind of like the first one, it does, right? We have 40 here times something equals 800. All right, we know that it's going to be a division or multiplication. Does it matter if we use multiplication or division? Does it matter why? It doesn't matter. Either one works. So let's use multiplication here first. 40 times something that we don't know equals 800. All right. So I have to think about what could be true here. So 4 times something equals 8. Well, that's 2. Let's see. I'll write a 2 here. I can't really read that very well. We'll put it down here. 2. So 44 times 2 equals 8. And I cross off 1 0. Here it is. Uh-oh, I need one more 0. So in order to make this true, let me rewrite it down here in this nice box. 40 times 20 equals 800. Now, could I rewind this? Yep. And think about division. Certainly can. I know that the area divided by the side that I know equals the side that I don't know. Okay, and the answer is still 20, right? It doesn't matter whether you use it, division or multiplication. Use whichever one you are more comfortable with. All right, let's do this one together. Go ahead and read that to yourself and draw a rectangle. It can be your whiteboard or a piece of paper. Draw it. Draw that rectangle. All right. I'm going to use fancy drawing tool here. You ready? And we know the area. Let's see. We'll put that right in the middle here. Actually, I'm going to run out of room, so I'm going to make it on a new page. Our area was 5,600. We knew one of the sides, 70. All right, I would like for you to tell me. You can use a multiplication equation with kind of something empty in the middle, or you can use a division problem. What is the problem? You don't have to tell me the answer yet. What problem should we do here? All right. Either one. Here's division. 70 times, we'll call it the width. How about W for width? Equals 5,800. Or, did I say 800? 5,600 divided by 70 equals the width. Now, the same number is going to fit here and here. What would make that true? All right, let's check your work. 70. So let's look at the fact first. 7 times what equals 56? If you knew your facts, put an 8 in there. Right? If you're not sure on facts, practice, practice, practice. And now let's check the zeros. We'll cross off 1 0 here. And in the answer, we have 1. We have 2 zeros. So we need to add another 0 in order to make this true. 70 times 80, right? There's that extra 0, equals 5,600. And so 80 would work down here as well. See what we're doing here? Well, let's ask you, what seems important? What seems important when you have a missing side? Hey, several things seem important, right? We have to figure out the missing side. We can do that with multiplication or with division. Hey, and that's why we've been practicing, started practicing those things last time. There's our goal. We're finding missing side lengths of rectangles. Okay, Our math journal is page 193 today. Okay, and so let's do a little preview here. On this first one, first two, they drew the picture. That was nice. You have to figure out what would fit in this spot. Here's your place to write your equation and your answer. And that's an L. Okay, so that's not a 1. So this is the letter that you're trying to solve for. Okay, there's your equation. There's your answer. Down here we have a grid, right? If the length is 5, the width would be something. So 5 times what equals 30? You know what goes there? 6. Okay. Down here on number 4, I'm going to suggest drawing a picture. And then on number 5, you have to draw a picture. Hey, so use what you learned yesterday about extended multiplication facts and what you know previously about your multiplication and division facts as you are working today. If you have any questions about areas or rectangles or life in general, just send me a message and I will get back to you as soon as I can. All right, that's all, fourth graders. Good luck.